How to Make Money Directory, the real deal. Hey guys, do you want to make money from home? Do you want to stay home and make money? This is the video for you. Now if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button down there, turn it from red to gray. Don't forget to ring the bell, turn all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live. Now making money online, let me think about this. I've done this now since 2009. This video is in 2021, so almost 12 years. Now if you want to make money online and you've tried and you've been frustrated and it didn't work out, this is also the video for you, because I'm going to explain to you why it didn't work out and give you the solution so that it can work out. I mean, why is it so difficult, right? Why is it so difficult? If so many people out there have made money online, why is it so difficult for you? And I'm going to give you the answer to that. It's actually a two-parter. It's either one or the other of these problems, or it's a combination of these problems. And the first part is you've been given the wrong information. You've just absolutely been given the wrong information. Somebody told you stuff that's wrong and it doesn't work, and you tried it and it didn't work, and all you did is prove that they didn't know what they were talking about. Okay. Or the second part is you started the wrong kind of business online, because there's all kinds of different businesses online and not all businesses are for everybody. So I'm going to go through a whole list of them and show you what you should do and probably what you shouldn't do. Now when you're searching how to make money online, you're going to come across things like, you know, watch videos or take surveys or do mystery shopping or all these different things. And even if some of these things are legitimate, let's say they are legitimate, which a lot of them are not legitimate, you could work 80 hours a week and still not make a good income, because it earns you so little money. I'm so fortunate because we do 5 to 6 figures a day in income now, which is pretty darn nice. Now that's not all profit, of course, because we sell products. I have informational products which are all profit. I have physical products which have a cost to them, but bottom line is I'm very fortunate. But I started out and I only made $10 on my first sale, but that $10 motivated me, because I knew if I could make $10 I could make 100, I could make 1,000, I could make 10,000. I knew I could parlay it if I could get somebody to give me money through the internet, which I did. So I want to share with you some of the things you can do. Now one of the first things you can do is blogging or vlogging. This is a great way to start out if you have no business experience whatsoever, because you're going to learn from doing this. And the whole thing with selling stuff online is you learn stuff every day. If you're not learning something every day, then you're not doing well, because you got to learn every day. I learn stuff every day. Now here's the truth though. Millions of blogs are started every year, and less than half of those are in existence after 6 months, because they don't know what they're doing. Okay, so just starting a blog does not mean you'll be successful. There's more to it than that. Now let's take a look at some statistics here. I'll put a chart up on the screen, but it says how many people are reading blogs. Over 409 people view more than 21.2 billion pages each month. That's pretty amazing. Now how many posts are being published? Users produce about 54.2 million new posts and 52.3 million new comments each month. So the question is, how hard is it to make money blogging? The hurdle for most people is that few understand how much goes into running a successful blog. Besides just creating the blog post, you'll need to do social media marketing, blogger outreach, business accounting, strategic development, and constantly be learning how to make more money from your blog. Now here's the good news. If you start a blog and you work hard and you put in all the effort, you can make money. I know people that make tens of thousands of dollars a month with blogs. I know people who make millions of dollars. So it can be done, and it is doable. If they can do it, you can do it. The next thing I'll tell you is self-publishing books. I don't think if a publisher came to me today and said I'll give you $1 million advance, I would do a book with a publisher, because they keep the majority of the profits. You get very little money. Most books that are published through publishers, the author never makes hardly any money whatsoever. If you self-publish, if you do like Kindle publishing, or if you do an ebook, something like that on a subject that people are interested in, you get all the profits yourself. You can market it yourself, especially if you already have a list or a following, and then you come out with a book or an ebook or a guide or something like that, people will just automatically buy it. But if you go to a publisher and they publish it, you know, they're going to stick it on some store shelf and you've got to hope somebody comes in there and finds it. It probably won't happen. The next thing you can do is freelancing. I love freelancing. I think it's a great way to make some money. I personally don't do it because I make enough to where I don't need to do that anymore, but at one point I did some consulting. Now in freelancing, all you do is you go to a site like Fiverr, you go to a site like Upwork, you go to a site like freelancer.com, and you put your skills up there and you bid on jobs. Now the thing I will tell everybody is in the beginning you're not going to have any reviews, you're not going to have any clients, so go bid on jobs and bid way lower than what they want to pay. If you see a job for $500, tell them you'll do it for $200. You just want to get some good reviews. You don't have to do that for long, okay? You aren't going to have to work for cheap for long, but once you do that and build up reviews, then people are going to start contacting you. So you know, freelancing is a great way to make money online. Start an e-commerce site. It's a great thing to do. You can use something like Shopify. I actually have a course below that you can find on Shopify on how to build your Shopify store called Ecom Road. So check out that course. It's in the description below. But so many people have made money on e-commerce because if you have a Shopify store, and my course teaches you this, you can just do drop shipping of the products. You don't have to buy inventory. You can list the products on your site. Next thing I'll tell you is print on demand. I love print on demand. There are so many print on demand companies out there. Now I won't list them all on this video, but if you go to some of my other videos where it says print on demand, you can watch an entire video on it. I'll tell you all the contacts, I'll tell you what websites to go to. But you can actually sell t-shirts and blankets and rugs and shower curtains and coffee mugs and whatever you want, and you don't have to pay for the inventory up front. You sell the item. Once you get the order, you send the order to the print on demand company. They print up the item, the coffee mug, the shower curtain, the blanket, the throw rug, whatever it is, and then they will ship it out to your customer. You don't touch anything. That's a great way to make money. The next thing I'll tell you is consulting. I did consulting a few years back. I don't do it now because it just takes up too much time for me, and I started charging ridiculous rates. No, they weren't ridiculous. I mean, I'm worth it. Yes, I'm worth it. I started off and I was charging people $495 a month, and for that $495 a month they got 2 phone calls and instruction, and they could send me some emails. So I got too busy, and then I upped that rate to $1,495 a month, and then I think it was $2,500 a month, and then I went by hourly, and one of the last jobs I had was hourly consulting, and it was $2,000 an hour for 90 days, and I worked 33 hours, which earned me $66,000. Now that was craziness. That was a lot of money, but that's what you can work up to if you want to do consulting. Consulting's not for me, and I don't like consulting because the people I teach don't always do everything I tell them to do, and when they don't do everything I tell them to do, then they aren't going to get as good a results as they could. Even though they all get great results, they're not going to get as good a result, so that drives me batty. So I don't do consulting for that reason anymore. However, if you like consulting and you like working one-on-one with people, I've already proven that you can make money on it. Okay, that's not an issue. It's just a matter of what you want to do. So look through all these things that I've shown you in this video. There's plenty more things you can make money on online. However, these things will get you started. These are the ones I would recommend for somebody beginner out there who wants to make some money online legitimately. Okay, don't go with some company you're going to sell their products and you're going to be marketing their stuff or their videos or whatever. Start your own deal, start your own brand, start your own company. You can sell other people's products, but I mean like these multi-level things where you have to sell just their products. Don't do any of that stuff. Stick with doing what you want, stick with building your own brand, and I'm here to tell you you can do it. I've done it. It's doable. I taught people how to do it. They've done it. Quit thinking you can't do it, and don't quit. Don't quit, don't quit, don't quit. That's the biggest thing I could tell people, because so many people quit or they never get started. That's the other problem. They never get started. So how long have you been researching this? How long have you been saying, well, I'm going to go ahead and make money online now? How long have you been telling yourself that this is going to work out, but you haven't done anything? You got to do something. Don't be afraid of failure. There's no such thing as failure. There's learning. My first products I sold were cell phone cases. I didn't make any money at it. I had a bunch of inventory left over when I got out of that business, but I learned how to sell an item online. I learned how to market online. I learned how to set up credit card accounts. I learned how to build websites because I started. And that's what your problem probably is right now, is you haven't started. Get started. If you have any questions, do me a favor, put it in the comments section below, type any questions in there. Maybe you just want to share with me where you're at and you want to say hello. You can also do that, okay? But if you have questions or successes you'd like to post down there, please do so. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed yet, to hit that subscription button down there. If it's red, it's a warning. You need to click it, turn it gray. Don't forget, also ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live or if I upload a video. Now there's also a $97 course below. Click on it and learn. It's absolutely free. I'm giving it away free for a temporary period of time, so you need to hurry up and do that. I also have links down there to my reading list and my books. Check those out. And I really appreciate you watching this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.